My name is Craig Bugbee. I'm with TVI. I'm a marketing consultant in North and South Carolina. I spent many years in Greensboro, North Carolina with the Crown Group, and I was on the sales floor for 5 years. Spent time in finance and 5 years sales management with Bobby Dunn. I left the industry for quite some time and found an opportunity back with TVI, and here I am. The one thing that it comes to mind is the disparity between marketing dollars. It seems that a lot of dealerships spend 80 to 90% of their budget on the front end, the sales aspect of the dealership, and whereas the fixed ops side is the biggest retention piece. In my opinion, that should be more balanced. I think make it more like 50-50 or 60-40. So marketing dollars and finding those lost customers. A lot of times we focus on the active customers, and we should. We all do a great job with the active customers, but we need to find the folks that haven't been to the dealership in 13 to 48 months. Those folks have gone potentially to other dealerships or independent folks for one reason or another, and we need to find a way to get them back to the respective dealer. A lot of times, in my opinion, the customer experience is critical, no doubt. There's got to be ample waiting area, ample waiting room, frequent shuttle service, possible Uber assistance, the total consideration of a customer. And because I think time is more important than money, actually. Efficiency is very critical. People love to come into a dealership if they can get in and out of there in a timely manner and be comfortable and have a fair bill and get out of there. So I think that the customer experience, and based on my experience, a lot of people do it very well. A lot of dealerships do it very well. It's just when it doesn't go well, you lose customers. So I think customer experience is critical. The way we dispatch business, ROs, if some folks have a team model and some folks don't, both are equally as effective if we schedule the ROs properly, right? We have certain technicians that are masters and not so much B, C, and D. And it's really critical to disperse those ROs properly to the right people, so you can maximize your efficiency, get it to the person who knows most about what's going on with that car, and get them in and out in a timely manner. And I think scheduling that properly is a very important piece to efficient fixed ops. Communicating well during the handoff. You go through 2 or 3 hours with a customer to sell them a car, and it's important to introduce them to the correct person, maybe the fixed ops director or the service manager, and make them feel welcome. If they feel very comfortable back there, we used to do a walk around, throughout show them the whole building, introduce them to everybody, the finance people, the GM, everybody's involved in the sale. And if they know that fixed ops director or that service manager, and they feel really comfortable, and that person creates a relationship with them, then they're more apt to come back and they're, for their first oil change and utilize the the dealership. So I think it's critical to communicate and train the people to do that. Training. We have to practice. And we have to go through the steps. We have to continually repeat the process and make sure that nobody skips a step, because every step is critical. And that's really, repetition is the way, to perfection, really. I mean, perfect practice makes perfect. And I was guilty of this as well. You go through a sales process, you get the signature, and you just forget. You just send them on their way. I think that completing the process is critical. It's taking them back to introduce everybody, going through the process and not shortcutting anything. Typically, a fixed operations manager or director won't make a suggestion unless it's going to benefit the whole process. So I think that's a great call. And the more involved a fixed operations director is, and the better off the whole dealership is. And that's another great point you made. Training his people, the advisors, on sales techniques will maximize their efficiency. So if we teach them techniques, sales techniques, and just basic things that customers appreciate, if they know these things, they'll just be more apt to sell more business. And I don't think enough folks train the advisors in that regard. It's paramount. It's absolutely necessary. I mean, they all don't get along necessarily because they both have slightly different goals. But playing nice in the sandbox helps everybody. And I was very fortunate. I had a gentleman at Bob Dunn Hyundai that was a team player. He was fantastic, and we communicated really well, and we did a lot of business. Being on the sales side, I got so many referrals from the fixed ops director and the advisors. And if you have activity back there, if you have everybody coming back and a loyal customer base, you just have that many more opportunities. It's a law of numbers, right? I mean, it's everybody comes back. Time will help us sell cars. I mean, few weeks, few months, few years goes by, somebody's going to need a car, and if you take care of them properly, they'll refer those people back to us, and we'll sell more cars.